And a princess by
Hagar wanted to be better as servant by Avram Avinu than be. She came from a king. She was Hari's daughter.
Therefore, she agreed to be a shifra
Hari's daughter.
instead of.
Making a comparison, are you?
We don't.
Yes, I am.
What is compared to?
Yes, he does.
Zevel is compared to what?
Genug schon mit dem Zevel. Let me get weiter.
Oh, the other way around. Okay.
And then it doesn't sound good. The other way around.
Yeah, but
It's not a comparison.
Okay, here, let me
You get it. You get it.
Lamen Darla. Zevel Pardesav.
Meir Sha'arim is
Ki Godal Me'ech, or you Eimrim, they would say, Zevel Pardesav shall Yitzchak v'lei Kaspis Hove shel das.
yeah, you make a comparison. It's better to be Zebel B'Deisav. It's better to be a shifcha, yeah. But as long as it's from Avram, as long as it's from Yitzchok,
Yeah,
you know.
right.
Shmata, but as long as it's Avram and Yitzchok, shmata.
No, but he's asking a
Like
first
to say
question.
that the Gehenna of Lubavitcher is better than the Gan Eden of
Spitz.
I heard it, it's how many words.
The Rebbe, yeah.
Now you're still David, what is it?
Okay, Chaver. Dat was een wissel.
Now we're hidden below the belt.
Okay, now has sich zusser, ich schei dich kistlefs, it's gone on another talk. Yeah, Mela, so the Rebbe is saying like this, the Rebbe is going to compare two verses to a previous two verses. The Shnei Ho'in Yonim Shebe Pasek Vayizra Yitzchak Gamer, Vayimtza Gamer, Meyo Shorim Vayverecheu Hashem, Him Benegeh Latvua. That when you speak about the two in Yonim that Yitzchak planted and Yitzchak found, and Vayverecheu Hashem relates to the harvest. Vayimtza Meyo Shorim Uri Bim Buflek Batvua Atzma. That what does it mean? Vayimtza Meyo Shorim, it means that there was a lot of harvest. Vayvaracheu Hashem means Shemochat Vasi B'domim Yikorim, that he sold the harvest with a big price. So this is Vayvaracheu Hashem. So it's all one hemshech. It is taking the Indian and selling it. He says it was a lot, and still the mark and still the value was a lot.
How do we know that?
Huh?
The Yevaracheu Hashem, how do we know what it means?
Vayvaracheu Hashem means that in the Tvua itself, there was an increase. What does it mean? That he was able to sell it in...
10 times the...
Here, this is the Sipurna says it.
Because it seems like the bracha
With them
was
Sipurna.
in the Meir Sha'arim.
Right. In the Meir Sha'arim, there was an additional...
He made money from something else. He found Meir Sha'arim by Vayvaracheu Hashem in the Meir Sha'arim.
Look in the Ha'ara 4 in the back. That's Sipurna. The Rebbe brings a Yichocha, the Sipurna, the commentary says... number 3. So it's a hemshech. Mela,
It's all that expensive for me.
Vagam shakolo in yoni oves befrat in yoni oves amurim beteirim in yonim ruchnim. And although the inyanim of the oves bechla, the inyanim of the oves, all the inyanim, especially the inyanim that are mentioned in Torah, which they are a lesson for us, so we understand that it's also on the physical, a spiritual level. The mizem muvan Shabbat vua the Yitzchak haya gam in Yeruchni, that the tvua, the harvest of Yitzchak, also signified something spiritual. Ushnei inyanim divayim meyo shorim. Him gam benegel in Yeruchni the tvua Yitzchak, and the two Vayvaracheu Hashem, the two verses vayim meyo shorim, that he was successful 1,000, that it grew 100 times as much. Vayvaracheu Hashem, that he sold it also at a high price. So this also relates to, and it was relevant to the spiritual aspect of Tuas Yitzchak, the harvest of Yitzchak on a spiritual level. Mekoma came him rag benegel in proti tvua. But this only relates to the union of harvest, which means a certain field, a certain feature, not everything. Therefore, the Rebbe says, so therefore, in the pasuk after that is Meisiv shal yedei aveda de vayizra Yitzchak gamer nasa hagdola gam bechlolis in yone vayigdola ish gamer. That in the pasuk after that, so through the Aveda Vayizra Yitzchak, it becomes that he becomes great. Not only that there's a big harvest, but there's also he himself is elevated to higher stature. So v'yashlem Rabir Bazel, what is the connection? That when there was an increase and a success in the physical aspects and the spiritual aspects of his harvest. So this also accomplished in him alone, in his general feature as Yitzchak Avinu. So the Rebbe connects it with it, answers it, based on a MaMaar Hasidic discourse from the Tzemach Tzedek. Yeshleim Rabir Baze Al Pi Ma Shekosav Tzemach Tzedek b'Maimori Divrei Amas Chozed Tzemach Tzedek in this MaMaar, which seems like the Rebbe's MaMaar is based on the Tzemach Tzedek's MaMaar, especially in those years, which was around the time that it was 100 years since the passing of the Tzemach Tzedek in the year 1866. So therefore, the Rebbe many times based Maimorim on the Tzemach Tzedek's. The Rebbe started to publish then the Tzemach Tzedek's writings. Eira Teira, the Rebbe made a fund, everybody should give $100, Keren HaMeah. So this was all in end of Tavshin Chaf Hei, going into Tavshin Chaf Vav. The marking the 100 years since the passing of the Tzemach Tzedek.
Did he do the same with the other Rebbeim?
You don't find it. You find by the Baal Shem Tov, there was a $200 thing, 200 years from the Baal Shem Tov in 1960, which actually this year we're up to 270, I think. 270 since the Baal Shem Tov, Shavuos.
The Rebbe and his wife had the same names as the Tzemach Tzedek and his wife.
Right,
There were other similarities.
right. The Rebbe Bechal was very verkocht, involved, very much excited Bechlal about the writings of the Tzemach Tzedek. The Rebbe said he never saw from the Rabbeim to put together all the different facets of Torah, Pshat, Remez, Drush, and Sod, how it appears in Tzemach Tzedek's writings and discourses, all the different parts of Torah, different ways of learning Torah, different insights, how everything is blended together as one. The Rebbe says it's the Richtike Talmud Bavli. Bavel, everything is mixed together. We can say, possibly say the explanation for this is that Tzemach Tzedek explains in Divrei Amasch in the MaMaar that begins with this beginning, Isa b'medrash bo Yitzchok afu heir. It says by Avram, it says mi heir mi mizrach, that Avram Avinu came and he illuminated. Then came Yitzchok and he illuminated. This medrash is where Shmeis Rabbah. Af hu eir shenemar ir zuru al tzadik uksiv vayizra Yitzchak. The by Yitzchak it says planting, and it says by a tzadik ir zorua. So therefore this goes together. B'hainu she'azriya shezora Yitzchak u ir zorua al tzadik. That the zriya that Yitzchak planted is a implanted light for tzaddik for righteous. Tzaddikim. Betoned velio is and the medrash toned velio it says ala pasik vayizra Yitzchak in zriya l'tzedakah. That the inyan of vayizra Yitzchak planting is the inyan of tzedakah. Shenema ziru lachem l'tzedakah, you should plant for tzedakah, which this is also, as we had it in Tanya a short while ago, in the daily shiurim of Tanya, portions of Tanya that we learned benegir the inyan of ziru lachem l'tzedakah. I think it is in Igeres HaKeidah Simon Lamed Beis. Kuntre Sacharin is the last one came out before Kuntre Sacharin. The last one Igeres HaKeidah. Mevair ba MaMaar, and he explains in the MaMaar the Mashe Kosev b'Tonet V'Eliyo Sheva Yizra Yitzchak U'Tzedakah. That when it says in Tonet V'Eliyo that Vayizra Yitzchak is the union of tzedakah, koyal gama kol ha-mitzvah shenikra b'shem tzedakah. So this goes for all the mitzvahs that are called with the name tzedakah. K'mishakoseh b'tzedakah ti yalonu. That tzedakah should be for us the union of tzedakah. Uvegama teira nikras b'shem zriya. The same thing is also teira is referred to as planting. K'mishakoseh sheishanim tizra sadecha him shita sidri mishnah. That the 6 years of planting the field are the 6 sections of Mishnayos. Let me see where this is from. Eira Teira. Yeah.
That's why the daf for him is 7 years.
7 years. Then it should be